Welcome to the Metrodome for Minnesota Twins baseball. Fantasy Play-by-Play is brought to you by Budweiser. And now, here's your Fantasy Play-by-Play announcer.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the top of the fifth inning. We got Dan Anderson and
John Broad.
And we're here at the Metrodome. Twins and the Blue Jays. 1-0. Toronto over the Twins. John, how do you see the game so far?
Well, Dan, I see the Twins having a lot of chances tonight, and they're just blowing every one of them. I don't know what's going on here.
Kind of frustrates the hell out of you, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, it really does, Dan. No, I think the Twins have an excellent chance coming back. We're hitting the ball. Had the bases loaded, 1 out last inning. Another one of those line drive double plays just kind of took us out of it at the last moment.
And you know, the Twins are 1-3 in games where they've had 2 line out double plays back-to-back innings. So we have to keep that in mind as the game progresses.
Good point, Dan. Good point.
Danny Nagel on the mound still for the Twins.
He's shaping up. He started out, had a kind of a rocky beginning. Gave up, I believe, 2 hits in the first inning. Is that right?
I don't know, John. It's your fact.
Yeah. Well, folks, don't quote me on that one.
Got Sandy Alomar, Zorski, and Ward up for the Blue Jays. Alomar hitting .294. Nagel winds. Slow curve inside, ball
Low
1.
Inside corner. Kind of an errant pitch back there by the catcher, but Nagel hangs on.
Nagel keeping his streak alive of starting every first batter in the 5th inning off with a slow inside curve for a ball.
I think that's every first batter. Oh, there's a shot.
Line shot into center field. Jarvis Brown with the ball.
Oh, and he throws to second base this time. Good move, Jarvis.
Zorski up, hitting a powerful 130 this year.
This is the man we want to see here, Dan.
The big double play ball.
Nagel in the set, takes the sign. And over to first. He gets back.
Yeah, quite a move, wouldn't you say, John?
One of his better, Dan. One of his better. Checks the sign. Checks his cup. Everything's in place. And the set. Checks the runner. And the pitch. He's going. What a jump he's got. He's out. Oh, wait. Safe. Safe at second. Oh, he's out. He is out.
You see, John, when the umpire sticks his thumb out,
What
that
that's
means
for?
it's an out.
I thought that meant for him to slide.
No, that means it's an out.
Up the center. Line drive single.
That was Alomar's 64th
And he goes
attempt.
to second. Turns it into a double. Nice play.
Gee, there I was talking over you, John, and I had this great little factoid. That was Alomar's only 11th time caught stealing in 64 attempts.
Up at the 5th. Toronto leading 1-0. And the set. And the pitch. Line drive. Dropping into center. Jarvis Brown trying to take him at home again. Gets past the catcher. Backs it up. Holds him back at first.
Fine play by Danny Nagel backing that one up. Manny Wisely is staying at first base.
And the Toronto Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead.
Our statistician here informs me that Turner Ward was pinch hitting for Manny on that one. If you had been on the ball and would have picked that up, we wouldn't be looking so silly right now.
Well, you know, Turner and I, we go back a long ways.
Rob Ducey.
Close personal friend of mine. In fact, I slept with his sister one time.
9 hits for the Blue Jays. Hard to say they've been scattered. Rob Ducey at the plate.
Hard to scatter 9 hits in 5 innings, but and the pitch. And the pitch. To second, to first, double play. Twins double them. And that's all for the Blue Jays in the top of the 5th.
Followed by that second-to-second double play. That's
well, that was the second baseman, Dan, who started it off there. We can say it.
6-4-3 double play.
6-4-3 put out, as it were.
So, John, what's your impressions of the game up to this point?
Well, Dan, I think we need some. I think we need a couple runs to tie this up.
I think a couple beers would be
Possibly,
in order.
possibly 3 runs to go ahead. I think would be about right. Having fun. It's a nice night out here at the ballpark.
I'd like to thank my wife, Denise, for making this all worthwhile.
Yes, good point. Thank you, Denise.
Our sponsor tonight, Denise Hasselroth. Denise, thank you very much. Love you. See you at home. Twins coming up, top of the 6th.
Who do we have leading off, Dan?
Or at the bottom of the 5th, as it were.
Who do we have leading off, Dan?
We got Webster Newman and Jarvis Brown.
Webster's hitting a hot bat lately. He's hitting .333. Followed by Al Newman. Never won for a strong hitting performance.
Lenny recalled September 1st from Portland.
It's amazing how you can pull those facts right off the top of your head, Dan.
No, John, they're right here.
Jeez,
right
look
here.
at all this stuff.
See, they provide this sort of thing to professional announcers. Beautiful night here. Opening game of the 3-game series with Toronto.
Wrapping it up for 1991, aren't we, Dan?
Setting the stage for the ALCS during Tuesday evening.
Boy, it's hard to imagine that the 1991 season's gone already.
And do you remember...
This is our first game. It just seems like it's May. I don't know.
It should just as well be.
Could be.
Catcher Lane Webster coming up to the plate.
Lenny's a right-handed hitter. Digging himself a hole back there. Shortstop Al Newman. Hitting .194 on the year. The Twins need to start a rally here. Down 2-0. Threatened once, but really haven't had any serious threats since that. That was in the 3rd inning.
Bad boy retrieving some schmutz from left field.
You know, I just don't know what the hell gets into these fans. Throwing this... Sorry. Sorry, it's a long week, folks.
Take a chill pill, John.
Okay. And the pitch. 3-0.
Newman batting a paltry 175 from the left side.
Takes the walk. 4 straight pitches.
Second walk for Newman.
2 good at-bats.
Got Paul Abbott warming up in the Twins bullpen. The right-hander.
Jarvis Brown's on at the plate here. Jarvis is hitting just a smashing 161 on the season. Had a nice blooper single in the 3rd inning.
Newman, not much of a stretch to feel, or even a threat to steal.
What is he on the year, Dan?
Well, 4 for
statistics god.
Yes,
You
statistics god. Successful in 4 attempts.
The pitch. Swings, fouls it back. He took some fan out with that ball. Nice job, Jarl.
Stottlemyre, young son of Mel and Mrs. Stottlemyre.
Close personal friend of yours, Dan?
Close personal friend.
Makes the move to first. Newman gets back in time. Not a real threat. Haven't really seen a good move by Stottlemyre tonight yet. I don't know if he...
You know, John, do you suppose Herb and John paid you
and
this
the pitch.
thing?
The bunt, he pops it up.
Constantly?
Luckily, it goes back out of play. The count is 0-2 to Jarvis Brown.
Newman does have a history of stealing bases. Stole 63 back in '82 when he was with Memphis. Oh, traded to San Diego with Scott Sanderson back in '83. Oh, broke Tim Raines' record back in Memphis for stolen bases. So he does have the ability, just hasn't shown it in recent
but Dan, you could run
recent
back
years.
then too. So.
Well, be that as it may.
And the pitch. And another
Line
nice
single.
hit. Line single. Newman holds up at second. Jarvis Brown comes through for the second straight time. Young man is making a place for himself on this team.
Brings up Dan Gladden.
Kelly actually brought Brown up for his speed for the postseason play. So far, his hitting is holding him right in there. Gladden up at plate, hitting an even .250 for the year. Twins have an opportunity here, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, trailing 2-0. A lot of Canucks here tonight, Dan. What do you think of that?
John?
Is it worth a neutron bomb?
It's Doho night here at the Dome, and it just came streaming in across the border.
Yeah. The Sun City down here.
Snowbirds coming in for this warm weather.
Stottlemyre takes...
Gladden, 1 for 2 tonight.
Takes the sign, and the set. Checks the runners, and the pitch. Gladden nails one. Oh!
Going deep, Doctor!
Against the wall! Against the wall. Oh, Newman had thought that was going to be gone. He was halfway to third. He has to turn around, come back. Gladden drives one to the wall.
Gladden going after that first pitch again.
Started out the game really nicely with a single on that first pitch, but...
takes it 342 feet. There's another look at it. Back against the Oakland
that would have been
A's.
nice. Kind of poetic justice to catch that against the A's, though. Glad not a real strong swing in that, but just tell by the power in those forearms.
Those throbbing, muscular forearms.
That's for you, Denise.
John, you're breaking out in a
Chuck
sweat.
Knobloch's coming up there. Knobloch hitting .284 for the season. Been a real nice surprise for the Twins. Looks like he may break a club record for steals for a rookie year. Set by Willie Norwood back in '75.
1-0. Thanks for sharing, John. Willie Norwood, also known as Dr. Strange Glove.
And the pitch. He swings. Oh, nice catch by the third base coach. But now this is pro ball. I don't think that counts as an out, does it, Dan?
No, John, that doesn't.
Yeah, back in my T-ball league, that was an out.
Mr. Gardenhire with the quick hands. If he was showing hands like that when he was playing ball, he wouldn't be coaching third base.
Yeah, he wouldn't be in jail either.
John, do you know something you want to share with us?
Takes the set.
Takes the set?
Backs off the
Were you
mound.
expecting someone to give him the set?
It's a long way down to that playing field, Dan. There's no glass in front of us. And the pitch. He lines it right to the second baseman, on to the second for the out. And that's it for the Twins.
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us for the 5 up, 3 down. I want to thank you all for joining us for the 5th inning of the Twins-Blue Jays game. We're going to wrap it up now as we're watching the ball girl change out the bases. John, any parting words? I'd like to thank our ace statistician.
Probably one of the finer sights of the night right there, Dan.
And once again, I'd like to thank Denise for an incredible welcome home gift.
Oh, and speaking of that, welcome home, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Big Schlegenkoffer coffee.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, folks.